It's Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher. And behind me, you see a cage. And in that cage is a crumbling, neglected structure. And in that cage is a world emanating the vibration of sadness, of neglect, of regret. And this is the cage that you energetically step into when you continue to validate the perspective of someone who insists that you take on their beliefs of fear, ignorance, compliance to a narrative that is a flat-out lie. This is the prison you start to step into and contribute to. And I tell you, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done with the people who expect me to comply with their belief, their unexamined belief, that is based off of ignorance, fear, and servitude. And I'm not going to go into the details of what's inspiring this because I want this video to stay up. Let's just call this a video on narcissistic abuse, because that's what this is. This is narcissistic abuse just on a grand scale. And one of the techniques of the narcissist is incorporating flying monkeys. They're chimeras that are always hovering around their victims, always spying on their victims, always reporting back to the narcissist on their victims. And the intent is to break the will, break the sovereignty of their victim, to where the victim is utterly confused and just falls into the palm of this narcissist's hand, just does whatever the fuck they tell them to do. And right now, this is going on a mass scale. But you have a choice. When you know this shit is happening, you call it out. You stand up. And when you've allowed this to be done to you for so long, it's not going to feel good. It's going to feel really uncomfortable. And it's going to be common. You're going to be met with disapproval from these others that are promoting this false narrative. They're going to call you a bad person. They're going to invalidate you, and it's not going to feel good. But the choice is taking their external invalidation or living with the person who has to look in the mirror every day and know that you are contributing to a lie, knowing that you betrayed the truth that was inside of you, and knowing that your actions, your compliance to a lie is contributing to this prison. So those are your choices. And what I found is option 2 is uncomfortable, but there's a peace that's within my heart knowing that I'm doing the right thing. And the people who fall out of my life, the people who I once, I didn't want it to necessarily be this way. I didn't necessarily want to make enemies or to turn people away. And nor do I feel the need to enforce my beliefs on them. If someone wants to believe what they want to believe, if they want to be afraid, if they want to vibrate in fear and weakness, they can do that. But when they start to force that on me, and they start to push their lies on me and expect me to participate, then we got a fucking problem. And what I'm finding as practice makes perfect. You get used to the disapproval of others. You get used to the defiance. And some people are naturally more defiant. But those of you who've struggled, eventually you start to walk in that sovereign power. You walk tall. You walk proud. And you walk with a confidence maybe that you've never felt. And you know the truth that there's always love present. And you're getting the ultimate love because your love is coming from an infinite source that's within, that is thanking you for saying yes, for honoring it. So when you feel the claws of narcissistic abuse starting to sink into you, and you feel the doubts, again, you're going to feel doubts. Because if you've been in this process for too long, you don't know what the fuck your real self is. You have a glimpse of it. You know something does not want you to be there. But when you listen to it, it's going to feed you, and it's going to transform you into the being that you came here to embody. And for those of you who have the courage to do this, I salute you. Jason Abraham, the shadow teacher, is with you because I'm doing the same thing. I'm uncomfortable right now. I'm feeling the pain of standing in my sovereignty, of the hard work I put into understanding sovereignty and embodying that.